welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be testing out the new Kat Von D Good Apple foundation. Now I did a first impression of this foundation already on my TikTok, so if you want to see my initial reaction to this foundation, check that video out. But today I'm going to be testing it out for you all again, and then I'm also going to be doing an 8-hour wear test. So the shade that I got in this foundation is Tan 60. Okay, it was kind of hard to pick out the color online, but when I read the undertones and everything, I selected this shade because I felt like it would work best for my hyperpigmentation. Now when I tested it out the first time, I felt like the color was slightly too olive for me, but it wasn't anything like significant, like it would look really crazy in the daylight or something like that. It was just like slightly too olive. You'll see when I put it on. So I bought my foundation from the Kat Von D website for $38, and they had a discount code at the time that I bought it, and you get a free brush with it too. But I didn't get the free brush because they ran out of stock as soon as I ordered it, which sucks, but whatever. I'm gonna apply it using my blank canvas foundation brush. This is F20, and this is the same brush that I used to apply it the first time. Since this is a cream foundation, cream foundations tend to work better with brushes, not sponges anyway, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do again today. And then I have some sunscreen and primer on my face already. That's why I look kind of gray, because I used a mineral sunscreen, and the primer that I have on is my Glassy Touch and Soul skin primer. Alright, so let's just get right into it. I gotta clip my hair back. Now, I know a lot of people broke out from applying this foundation. The first time I put it on, the next day I did have irritation bumps, but I'm not sure if it was from the foundation or if it was from the fact that I had shaved my face like right before I put it on, because sometimes when you shave your face and then put makeup on, you get those irritation bumps anyway. I don't know why I put it back in the packaging, because I already had put it on one time. I think I just wanted to show you, like, hey, look guys, it's still new, I got it, you know? So I'm taking my brush and I'm dabbing into the foundation. Now you do not need a lot of this stuff. I suggest that you apply it in thin layers, because if you just go straight into it like a lot, it will look cakey, because it's cream, not liquid. So you have to treat it almost like a concealer formula. Now, I just wanna say that the hype for this foundation is so real. And I don't understand why, because cream foundations have been around forever. Makeup artists who do makeup on people professionally prefer to keep creams in their kits, because it's easy to mix and match colors and stuff. Like, look at that. You saw how much I put on? This is just with like a few dabs. Now, if you see what I'm talking about, the color, it's slightly too olive for me, but it's nothing like crazy. I can still work with this when I put concealer on, when I put face powder on and other stuff. It'll look more balanced out. So if you're in between two shades like I am, because the color that's from the medium range, so they have light, medium, tan, and then deep, I believe. So I'm in between the last color in the medium range and the first color in the tan range. And if you are like that, like in between shades, and you have hyperpigmentation in your skin, always go for the deeper foundation. Do not get the lighter foundation. Now, if you get the lighter foundation, what it's gonna do is when you apply it around your hyperpigmentation areas, over time, those areas are gonna start to look gray. So I always prefer to get the deeper or darker foundation, just because I can manipulate it using concealers and powders and stuff. But when you have a light foundation that you put all over your face, it's harder to manipulate it. The most ideal color for me would have been in between those two colors. I wish I still had the sample size. I'll insert the clip somewhere here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I tested the Kat Von D Good Apple foundation in the shade Tan 66, and they sent me like a card with different colors too. So I wanted to do a little swatch of medium 27 just to see like what it looks like, because the color that I have on right now I feel like is slightly too olive. I mean, I can't complain though, because I still like the finish and how it looks on my skin, but I just want to see like what this color would be, and also show you guys in case you're a brown girl in between shades like I am. I'm just gonna swatch a little bit on my neck here. Okay, yeah, see, this is too light. So don't be fooled, the color does look like it matches, but it would not hide my hyperpigmentation. In fact, if I put this in my areas with hyperpigmentation, over time those areas would look gray. So I'm happy with this color. The best shade for me would have actually been an in between these two colors, which doesn't exist. But yeah, this video is more so for the wear test because I want to show you guys throughout the day how it actually holds up. Because last time when I actually put it on, I didn't wear it for that long. I only had it on for like, I want to say like 4 hours. And it does say that it's a long wear foundation. And then also you guys know that I have dry skin. So this is ideally for dry skin. And it says that on the website as well. I don't know why I keep getting hairs all over my face. But yeah, people with oily and combo skin who reviewed it, I saw that they hated it and they said that it looked cakey after a few hours. For me, I didn't experience that the first time, but let's see. Again, this is the second time I'm wearing it, so things could change. What I really like about this foundation is how effortlessly it blends out. Like when I put it on my face with the brush, it immediately blends right into my skin, and I really like that about this foundation. Alright, this is one side, so as you can see, it covered up my hyperpigmentation really well. It is slightly olive. If you look at my neck, you can see like a very subtle difference. But again, it's not significant enough where like I'd be like, ew, I don't like this isn't my shade. It's the right shade, just the undertone is off a little bit, like very slightly. Yeah, this is the close-up. Look at the texture on my skin. You can still see my texture. Obviously, no foundation is gonna eliminate your texture on your skin. If you don't want texture to show through your makeup, then focus on better skin prep, and that's the only thing that'll help you. Makeup does not hide texture in your skin. Don't let people's face tuning and filters and stuff make you think otherwise, alright? So I'm gonna go and do the rest of my makeup, and then I will come back and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I've got the rest of my face on. So I forgot to tell you guys, but I put that foundation on at like 4 p.m. and it's like 6 something right now because I was bullshitting. But yeah, so I tried not to put on a lot of cream stuff on top of that foundation. The only cream product I have on top of it is this L'Oreal True Match Concealer that I only put underneath my eyes. I didn't even put it on the bridge of my nose. Like, I didn't do highlighting with it. I only used that to cover up my dark circles. And then I did a powder, contour, blush, and highlight because I wanted to show you what it really looks like with other makeup on top of it. And so far, like, I think it looks pretty good still. And then you can look at it now, look at my neck, and then look at my face. I feel like it balances out. After I put the concealer and powder highlight and stuff, I feel like it works. It balanced out. So the color match I'm very happy with. So if you're having trouble figuring out what shade you are in this foundation or any foundation, go to the website called findation.com. Okay, and what you do is you just put in your shade in any popular foundation, and then it tells you what match you might be in a different brand foundation. The way I do it is I like to read the descriptions. So once it tells you the color you might be, look at it and make sure it matches your undertone and then go with that option. So that's how I usually do it. But if you're still having trouble figuring out what shade you might be, just leave me a comment in the comment section below and I will try to help you figure out what shade you might be. Another thing I wanted to add is that I did not use setting spray on top of this because I also feel like sometimes when you put setting spray on top of the foundation, then you're not really truly seeing how it sits throughout the day. So I kept it very minimum and I set my foundation only in certain areas with loose powder. So yeah, I will check in with you guys throughout the day and then we will see how this holds up. So the 8 hours started at 4 though, okay? So I will check in with you guys as I'm doing my errands throughout the day, okay? Take a good look. It's been 4 hours since I put the foundation on. Don't mind me, I'm in the middle of the parking lot because I was wearing a mask and I just took the mask off, and this is what my foundation looks like right now. It still looks pretty good. Nothing changed about it, and I didn't have to like wipe or clean up around where I had my mask on, so that's a good sign. And again, it's been 4 hours since I've put it on, so this is where we're at, and I will do another check-in very soon. Okay, so it's been a full 8 hours. It is almost 12 a.m. right now, and remember I put this on around 4 p.m. So I went out today, I ran some errands, I went out to dinner, I was wearing my mask, so I just wanted to show you what my mask is looking like. I'm really embarrassed of it. This was clean when I first put it on, so I mean for the most part it's just my lipstick and I don't know what this black stuff is. I feel like I dropped this. It was clean when I first put it on today. But yeah, for the most part, like, it's my lipstick that transferred. My foundation did not really transfer, and I did not touch up. Even after dinner, I didn't like powder around my mouth or anything. I did not touch anything on my face except for lipstick. That's the only thing I touched up today. So I'm gonna bring you guys in closer, and then we're gonna take a look at the foundation, how it broke up, and like what it looks like. So I just brought you guys in, and I'm not using any filters or anything like that. I never put filters on my videos when I'm like doing makeup tutorials or reviews or whatever. So this is what my makeup looks like. My foundation looks the same. Even my nose, like usually my nose will split up, and my nose still looks pretty good. Like the foundation has not moved. Areas where it did break up, so like in my smile line, so I have more of a smile line on this side than I do on this side, but it did break up in that area, which was expected. Around my nose, my pores, it kind of split. If I was wearing any foundation, it would have split by now after 8 hours. But this is the type of foundation that would last you a really long time because you only need like the smallest amount. I'm just not sure how sanitary it is to like always dip your brush into it and then apply it versus a pump that you can like pump onto your hand and then apply it from your hand, if you know what I mean. So in terms of that, I feel like it's not necessarily a sanitary way of putting foundation on, but it's definitely worth the coverage and the finish that it gave. So I'm giving this foundation, for me so far, a 10 out of 10 because I really like it. I will check in with you guys again tomorrow morning because after I take my makeup off, I want to see how my skin reacts to it, because last time I put this foundation on, as I mentioned earlier, I had shaved my face before putting it on, so I don't know if my irritation bumps I got the next day was from the foundation or from just a combination of my skin prep and the foundation. So tomorrow morning I'm going to come back and show you guys what my skin is looking like. Okay, it's the next morning. I woke up like this. I have lotion on my face right now, and I have this sunscreen by La Roche-Posay SPF 50. It's a mineral sunscreen. That's why I look a little ghostly, because this sunscreen leaves a white cast and I hate it. But anyway, that's besides the point. I just wanted to show you guys what my skin is looking like now. So as you can see, I did not break out after using the Kat Von D Good Apple foundation. But yeah, this foundation is a hell yes from me. If I had to, I would deduct 1 point for the color and give it like a 9 out of 10, but that's just me being really picky because the color actually worked out really well. But I really honestly think it's because I have dry skin, that's why it worked out for me. I personally think that you should test it out for yourself, and even if you do have combo oily skin, do not apply like a thick layer in one go. Use a brush and do thin layers at a time and then see how your skin takes it, and then maybe the next time you apply it, you can go in with a heavier layer. Oh, and another thing I wanted to mention about the Kat Von D brand is because I know that a lot of people might be against Kat Von D brand and they don't want to support it because she's an anti-vaxxer and has a history. I actually recently found this out that Kat Von D is no longer affiliated with the brand. She sold all of her shares, so she has nothing to do with it anymore aside from just her name being on it. So if you didn't want to support the brand because of that, I just wanted to let you guys know that she's not behind the brand in any shape, at least from my understanding. You guys can do some more research on it if you would like to, but yeah, I just wanted to try the foundation out because it was very hyped up. But yeah, that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a like on your way out, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!